Yo, this is Set with Set Media, man. I'm here to talk to you about our partner, Kalshi. Kalshi is the largest legal prediction market in the United States with over 1 million users. It's available in all 50 states. They are a real money market, people trading on what they think will happen. You can build a position and trade in and out of almost any prediction you think. Kalshi facilitates trade between people, kind of like the stock market. There's no limiting your trades just because you're winning. Kalshi will pay you interest on your position. So if you make a long-term trade, you can earn a return even before the market is resolved. If you want to try out Kalshi, go ahead and give them a try, guys, at my link, kalshi.com/setmedia. Get $20 when you trade 20, so it's 20 for 20, guys. Once again, that's kalshi.com/setmedia. Go ahead and use my code setmedia to get $20 when you trade 20. Let's go ahead and take a look here at Kalshi, because like I said, it is a trading market where you can put in your prediction and you can go ahead and earn interest on that. You can make money off the knowledge that you know, and if you put $20 in, you get $20 back. So all right, guys, make sure to go check out my guy Kalshi, because you can get in on good trades like who will Trump nominate as Fed chair, will Ali Khamenei be outed as the supreme leader, and will the US confirm that aliens exist before 2027. So if you want to get in on this action, once again, go ahead and go to my partners at Kalshi. Go ahead and use the link, or you can hit the QR code above and use Set Media to go ahead and get $20 when you trade 20. This is Set from Set Media, and shout out to Kalshi. Percent that 500,000, sure, but we still got like what
that's
40 million people
when
left?
You scored a poll. That is implied when you say something like that. It's implied that you're talking about the people you polled.
You're talking about that group of people that you polled.
The group of people, the representatives of
the group of people were the 500,000 or so-called Iranians that voted, that were anonymous, that we don't even really know if they're Iranians or not.
It was yes, we do.
All right. So all right. Well, make sure to send me that. I'll make sure to look it over.
Above Beirut, showing the scale of the carnage. Thousands are now fleeing southern Lebanon, bumper to bumper, with nowhere to go.
We are originally from Ait al-Shab. We left at 3 a.m. We still don't know where we're going.
We want to live in stability, to continue our lives. We have children. We want to live. This is our goal, honestly.
Hezbollah's attacks have received no support from Lebanon's government, which on Monday banned all military activities by the Tehran-backed group.
The Lebanese state declares its absolute rejection, leaving no room for ambiguity or interpretation of any military or security actions launched from the Lebanese territory outside the framework of its legitimate institutions. It affirms that the decision of war and peace is exclusively in its hands, which necessitates the immediate prohibition of all Hezbollah's security and military activities as being outside the law, and obliging it to hand over its weapons to the Lebanese state.
But as night fell, the Israeli strikes targeting Hezbollah sites kept coming. A ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon was signed in late 2024, but it has been breached almost daily. Monday's missile and rocket strikes were a major escalation in a widening conflict with Iran. Heidi Pett, Al Jazeera, Beirut.
You know what I said, Sid?
What'd you say?
It is basically the Lebanese government's response to Hezbollah's what the Democrats always say about guns. Please give them over and don't do anything reckless. That's basically what they did.
True. Nah, I see what you're talking about. But all right, though, let's get over to the next one. Trump vows to strike Iran as long as it takes.
Speaking for the first time from the White House since launching military strikes against Iran, U.S. President Donald Trump explained why he deployed U.S. forces.
This was our last best chance to strike.
At a medal ceremony honoring American soldiers, Trump laid out his objectives for the mission, dubbed Operation Epic Fury.
We're destroying Iran's missile capabilities. Second, we're annihilating their navy. We've knocked out already 10 ships. They're at the bottom of the sea. Third, we're ensuring that the world's #1 sponsor of terror can never obtain a nuclear weapon. And finally, we're ensuring that the Iranian regime cannot continue to arm, fund, and direct terrorist armies outside of their borders.
Following U.S. strikes on Iran in June of 2025, Trump says Iran defied warnings to halt pursuing a nuclear weapon and was using its conventional ballistic missile program to shield nuclear ambitions. Trump also explained why he gave up on diplomacy.
We thought we had a deal, but then they backed out.
No, I said that's a very slippery slope, because it's kind of like, all right, so anybody who have missiles, if we don't like them, could potentially just be shooting themselves while they're building a nuke.
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
and that's
yes, Seth.
That's
very
why that's why.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is.
That list is very, very short.
I mean, it could be Lebanon tomorrow, bro. It could be, bro, any really country in the Middle East. We decide. I'll be honest with you. As long as they got missiles, they could be hiding to make a nuke.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like them having a nuclear program, but no, having a missile. Nah, that.
You're ignoring the simple fact that Iran has been fucking progressing towards nuclear fucking energy. If anything, nuclear energy outside of fucking treaties for fucking 30 years. And you keep glossing over that as if it's not significant.
Let's be real here. It'd have been better to work out a deal with them than to bomb them.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
We tried under the Obama.
Guess what? We have 6 American soldiers here, Monty. I guarantee you that.
What?
Well, we've
had 6,000 American soldiers die at it. What's your fucking point?
The fact that if we'd have worked out a deal, which you're saying that, oh, well, that don't matter. We didn't need to do that. Yes, we would have, or we wouldn't be in this position where we're spending billions of dollars right now. We've lost American life, and we don't know when this is going to end. All right.
That's like saying let's not fucking brush our teeth because we're just going to eat food later.
No, that's saying make peace instead of war because nobody wins in this situation.
Logic.
But all right.
Nobody abides by it because
when
it's
they came
crazy
back
logic.
and we thought we had a deal and they backed out, I said, you can't deal with these people.
Well, good morning.
Hours earlier, the defense secretary acknowledged there have been U.S. casualties. He explained how Iran broke through U.S. defenses, killing 4 soldiers.
Every once in a while, you might have one, unfortunately, we call it a squirter that makes its way through. And in that particular case, it happened to hit,
that is exactly what it's called.
Operations Center.
And the chair of the Joint Chiefs cautioned there could be more deaths.
This is not a single overnight operation. The military objectives that CENTCOM and the Joint Force have been tasked with will take some time to achieve, and in some cases will be difficult and gritty work. We expect to take additional losses.
President Trump insists combat operations are ahead of schedule. Still, he's not ruling out sending U.S. troops into Iran. He's also cautioned Americans that combat operations could last more than a month.
All right. Oh, and shout out TB. She said, did y'all already listen to Asmon Gold video? Shoot, I have not. Shoot, email it to me if you got it, TB. Osmond Gold. But
Asmon Gold.
Asmon Gold. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Asmon Gold. Wait, he's doing a video on it?
Yeah.
He does videos on everything, like fucking once a day.
Man, shout out to him. But all right then. All right, I'll check it out. Let me see if I can. Wait, is it about Iran? No, most likely.
3 American F-15 jets plunged to the ground in Kuwait. All 6 crew members eject to safety, but the jets, costing $94 million apiece, are lost. The human toll of war cannot truly be tallied.
Today, we grieve for the 4 heroic American service members who have been killed in action and send our love and support to their families.
But the financial cost can be calculated, and they are in the billions of dollars and counting. Two massive aircraft carrier strike groups, the USS Abraham Lincoln and the USS Gerald Ford, each cost $6.5 million a day to operate. That's $390 million a month. Some in Congress say the cost of President Trump's war is too high.
Hold up, pause that real quick. Yo, so you mean to tell me that we have billions of dollars to just leave weapons, guns, aircraft, and equipment in the hands of our sworn enemy while exiting a country? We have dang near $1 trillion to hand out like lollipops to kids on a corner to illegal immigrants. And anybody who wants money that isn't US born. But God forbid a president, let alone Trump, though I'm not justifying it, but God forbid he does a little military operation. Now all of a sudden people want to start penny pinching.
I'll be real with you. He's gonna lose the I get what you're saying, but bro, he's gonna lose the argument if this turns out to be like one drawn out and a really expensive operation when we were supposed to be cutting back spending to help the American people instead of getting into foreign wars.
That is true, and I will not argue that point. But to the people that are worried about like, oh, we should be tightening. If you hear rumbling in the background, it's thunderstorming here. People are getting mad about, oh, we should be tightening our purse strap. We don't want to spend more money. Well, here's the thing, bud. How's that? What, $19 million of fraud going? Yeah,
billion.
Oh yeah, $19 billion of fraud going. Oh,
but we're gonna talk about a couple $100 million like it's fucking the end of the world.
Oh, don't want to talk about that? Crazy. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
The Iranian regime. But the American people are tired of regime change wars that cost us billions of dollars and risk our lives.
The 37-hour strike on Iran's nuclear facilities in June, dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer, totaled $2.25 billion. This time, President Trump says the war could last 4 to 5 weeks. If so, costs are likely to range into the hundreds of billions. There is the cost of munitions. The bunker busters dropped on Iran's nuclear sites cost 10.
As I've pointed out before, and as gaming can also point out, munitions have a shelf life. So everybody likes to say, "Oh, but our munitions, the bombs cost money." Yeah, the bombs have been bought and paid for already, and if they're not used, they go to waste.
I'll put it to you like this. For all you guys worried about your purse straps and, oh my God, we're wasting money going to war. Do you realize that part of our maintenance schedule in the military is to
drop bombs?
Drop bombs and use bullets because the government doesn't want to waste what it bought from these individual sellers. Like that's
we're just not wasting them anymore. Now we're just using them for their purpose.
Right. Like if y'all are concerned about money, just know that all of you taxpayers, you guys paid for me to shoot a 50 cal
for 20 minutes.
At the sea. Y'all paid for that.
Yeah, now we're shooting it at terrorists. This is actually an efficient use of money. Doge would be so happy.
I mean, all right.
No, seriously, come on, acknowledge that, Seth.
Wait, what? That Doge would be happy that we're spending money on war?
That was hyperbole.
Okay.
But like the actual cost of this is fucking, if you can even quantify it, would be the jet fuel to run the planes and the fucking hazardous duty pay for the people that are actually engaged in the combat. Because everything else would have gone to training, would have gone to logistics that were already happening anyway. That is the actual cost of it, based off of fucking what we have and fucking how we have to use it anyway.
All right, so it's better to spend it towards something than spend it towards nothing.
That sounds very war hawkish of me, and I'm not a war hawk. I know you call me General Monty, but I'm fucking. What I'm saying is, this is Al Jazeera. This is Al Jazeera, mind you, and they have a fucking very stated agenda. Fucking, and their agenda is to fucking dissuade America from getting into fucking wars, and that should be. I'm not saying they're wrong, but to point out the cost as if the money wasn't already spent and allocated years ago, and that we're not using stock that we were going to use in training exercises anyway.
I mean, yeah, I see where you're going with this. I see it. I mean, I agree on that premise alone. I agree on the premise if you're pretty much saying like, well, it's getting spent either way, so
it's already been spent. So
it's already been spent. We have
already
been
spent.
already been
We already got it. The troops already been paid. The missiles already been bought. The ships are there.
So the way that I'll give you an example for the Navy ships because they keep bringing them up like, everybody should be shocked at that. The way the Navy spends their money is ships actually have quotas. And the way these quotas work is that if they don't burn, so like that $396 or $69 million price tag you've seen, that's its quota. That's what it has to spend. And oftentimes what they don't tell you is that these ships, these platoons, these different apertures of the military are actually hundreds of thousands, if not hundreds of millions of dollars under budget because they have everything they need. So in order for them to not receive a smaller budget, just in case they do need to stay stocked, they're encouraged by the DoD to just wastefully buy stupid stuff.
Now I'll even further this point. A lot of our cruise missiles and a lot of our fucking other missiles and munitions are actually leased from the manufacturer with a fucking penalty if we don't use them. That's why we have such good training, is because we have leases. They're not technically owned by the United States. They're leased. Yep, and if we don't use them, we get fined for not using them.
And them fines aren't, and yes, individual ships, individuals' commands can get fined. I've seen a fine. They ain't cheap.
It's not to go. This is just to discredit the idea that this is costing us billions of dollars, as if we're going to have to reach into the pockets of Americans and take billions of dollars out of their pockets. That's the way in which this is being framed. We're just giving you a different angle of it, and it's kind of disingenuous. Maybe it's just ignorance that they're saying this, but that aircraft carrier that they're talking about, $369 million a month, whatever, it would have been spending that same amount of money sitting in the fucking Persian Gulf, just sitting there.
All right, now I do want to get to this video real quick because this is a strike that came out of Israel. So check this out. This is crazy.
Into Israel?
Dang, bro.
Hypersonic missile. And there's the Iron Dome firing right back. You kind of see the Iron, as soon as it strikes, you see the Iron Dome just launching off the missile right into the air. And there was also a strike in Tehran. So no, there was definitely a strike in Tehran right here. Like you can. Right there, and boom. That's the one down in Tehran.
So I think we ought to take a step back from this real quick and really ask ourselves a bigger question. And I hate being this type of skeptic, but I've always said this with every major conflict. What are they distracting us from? Why now?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I don't even,
bro, there's so
honestly,
many.
I don't even want the answer. I fucking know it's horrible.
At least you're
I'm
honest.
always in the same mindset. I'm just like, I don't even want to know at this point.
He said, keep me ignorant.
I am willing to fight for freedom, for fucking treasure, and for fucking oil all day long, but don't tell me why I'm really fighting for it.
But all right, hold on. Did more Epstein files get released yet? For all we know, there might be more Epstein files dropped that we're just looking over.
Just go look at the DOJ's website.
Yeah, right. Oh, I tell you, one of the things they're distracting us from, basically Hillary Clinton during the committee, lying completely under oath.
Bro, Set, you got to play the Bill and Hillary. It's gonna be like 8 hours. You're gonna have to dedicate a whole stream to it at some point.
Oh, I heard it. Hillary crashed the hell out.
She did. And lied repeatedly.
Really? Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get into
like
that
I think they asked her a question about a photo she was clearly in, and she just straight up said, "Nah, that wasn't me."
That's that Ghislaine Maxwell type of lie right there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, she might not be lying. They've been talking about body doubling and cloning for fucking ever.
Yeah, that is true. But see, they called us conspiracy theorists for calling out the obvious.
But all right, though, let's get back to it.
Have you seen the
For
conspiracy
the
that
sites
fucking,
targeted,
Hold on, let's
that,
get back to it.
Oh man.
$20 million apiece. For the sites targeted by Iranian bombs at American bases throughout the Middle East alone, rebuilding will cost millions, possibly billions.
So
Those
that is a
direct
cost.
costs are all paid by American taxpayers, but as consumers, Americans and others will pay more in higher oil costs and in sinking stock values.
Bruh, we was just at 260, 270, bruh. Now we at like 310. Son of a
Bro, I just watched my gas prices go up from $2.49 to $2.62.
Bro, I watched mine go from 270 to about $3.10.
Hey,
Hey,
chat.
remember when y'all were shitting on me about my Tesla? My energy price is still 11 cents per
You can
kilowatt
still
hour.
jump off.
Yeah,
a
says
cliff
the
with
guy
that
that's
funky
okay
truck.
with this.
You can jump off a car with that funky truck, bro. Hey, chat. Tell us how much your gas went up.
And
Zero.
then, and why you do that? Go ahead and put in an order for a Tesla.
Don't do that.
I have a referral code. Hold on. Before y'all do that, I have a referral code. I'll post it in chat.
Oh,
At this
good
point, you
Lord.
might as well.
There are people here with $3 gas. Oh, that's
I'm weak. Look at this. Top military spending in the world, of course.
Gas is $4.60. Gas hasn't actually gone up around me. It's been $4.60 before and after this.
California. I'm not surprised. When I was deployed in California, I seen
I'm in Washington.
$7.25 gas.
Woo! I'm in Washington, but yeah.
Nah, this one person said their gas is like $5.11, and they're in Cali. $6 gas. Oh wow.
It was ask him what it was fucking a month ago.
Oh shoot. I just seen this. Shout out Oza. He said Iran is not getting backup from Russia, China, or Turkey. I mean,
But we're
they're
getting
getting
backup
intelligence. They're getting intelligence from them, but that's it.
That we're getting whole aircraft carriers from France.
Yeah, I know, right? And that's what I'm saying. All these guys are getting from their greatest allies are intelligence.
That kind of shows you. That kind of
Good luck.
shows you where we are on the world stage. That everybody likes to talk shit about it. Oh, we're diminishing our fucking image on the world stage, but yet, fucking, who's coming to our fucking help? The world.
Yeah, and that is true. And like I said, notice how all of the American defenses don't have major casualties.
That's true. Set. So here's the thing. We need not to sit back and be like, oh yeah, we only got 6 people. Those are 6 people that fucking died. Okay? Like I need to get to a serious note here. Those are 6 people that died, and they're fucking heroes. Period. End of story. I don't care what your opinion of the war is. I don't care what your opinion of the president is. I don't care what your opinion of the military is. Those are 6 individuals that at fucking probably a very young age decided, you know what? I want to go do this. For whatever reason they did it. Maybe they wanted fucking free college. Maybe they wanted some fucking health care. Maybe they wanted just to fucking put the uniform on and, as their forefathers did before them, go defend our fucking country. And they are dead now in support of our country. We can sit back and say, you can be like S.E.T and be disingenuous and say, oh, they're fighting Israel's war. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, we're going for golden treasure. Whatever. They are defending our country against a legitimate threat. No one here disagrees that Iran is not a legitimate threat. They just talk about to who and to where and to why and to how and blah, 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 blah. They are a legitimate threat. They have killed thousands of people. Just on retribution alone, I would be completely okay with this.
On retribution, I mean, no, I feel like
Retribution alone.
Did we not get our get back for that? What, are we just going to continuously have get back for past atrocities? Because if that's the case, I mean, we should have been obliterated Iran.
Bro, welcome to the dark side, my friend.
I mean, I don't really agree with that, because I'll be real with you. I'm just like, okay, well, what happened in the past, we got to let go of that, or else there can never be peace. That's the problem.
No. When we get our eye for an eye, then there can be peace.
Man, I don't know, man. That's some old Babylonian bullshit right there, but I guess.
I know. I'm a fucking angry ass American. I've seen.
I get it. No, I get you.
The U.S. spends nearly $1 trillion on its military, more than any other country in the world, more than the next 9 countries combined, in fact.
Rookie
That's
numbers.
3 times more than China, nearly 7 times more than Russia. And since 2001, the U.S. has spent an estimated $5.8 trillion funding more than 2 decades of war in the Middle East and Afghanistan. And with the war in Iran, that tally is on the rise. How long the war lasts could be determined in part by how long Americans are willing to bear the financial and human toll of war.
Yeah, that's true. But all right, let's get right into it. See here, Israel signals a possible ground offensive in Lebanon. Huh. I mean, you know what? They do not have good luck when it comes to Lebanon. Well, on the ground defense. On the ground defense. Every time they try to go against Lebanon on the ground defense, they've always lost.
Yeah, that's always an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Is joining us from Mullah in the occupied West Bank. Now, Israel said it's striking both Lebanon and Tehran. Any more details on why?
And shout out Show Love Shorts. He says Trump is trying to stay in office for longer than 4 years. This war will last for longer than that. Just watch. Oh my God. Yo, that's a very scary thing to think about. That would be wild though. 4 years later, well, he's a wartime president. He's pulling a Zelensky. He's pulling a Netanyahu. We're in war, so I can't leave yet, guys. I hope that don't happen. I mean, anything is possible, but I would really hate for that to happen.
Where?
Because you know how much the Dems are going to be like, they're going to fold their arms and be like, we told you so. We told you he was going to be a dictator. We told you. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
And so you thought the No Kings protest was just for show. We told you.
Like, we told you this what he was on. I'm like, whatever, bro. We ain't ready for that one, you know. But if it happens, I'm gonna have to give it to him.
I won't.
Well, these strikes have been focused tonight on the media outlets that the Israeli forces are saying that they're used as prop.
But just to let you guys know, it's very unlikely that will happen. It's very unlikely. I believe presidents have transferred power in times of war. Or close to it, at least.
Propaganda. These are the words of the Israelis for both the Iranian government as well as Hezbollah. That's why we've seen them send a warning that they're going to be striking Al Manar TV station in Dahiya, which is in the southern suburb of Beirut. And that did not stop the channel from broadcasting after the strike happened. Al Manar had been broadcasting from another location. We've seen also an attack against the area where the TV station, the main TV and radio broadcasting authority in Tehran was being struck. Now, at the same time, missiles from Iran made their way into Israel, causing, as you said there, Imran, shrapnel injuries for one Israeli, according to the Israeli police. The general feeling among Israelis is that the injuries are minor, that the ambulance service has mostly dealt with people who have been dealing with panic or injuries while they were heading to the fortified areas. But even though for around 6 hours after sunset, it was relatively calm, these waves of strikes continued again from Iran. And in the beginning, there was a confusion because of the Hezbollah announcement that they're going to be joining this war, that are these missiles coming from Lebanon? Are they coming from Iran? Ultimately, the confirmation from the Israeli side came that these missiles were targeted from Iran. And again, as we always say, there's this heavy censorship as to the real results and the impact of these strikes. It remains to be seen if they're going to be announcing about more casualties or more damage, because for now, the Israeli police keeps reminding people to not share any videos that would expose the casualties or the amount of damage that has been caused by either the strikes or the intercepting missiles.
Now, Donald Trump, Nidar, says that this could last 4 to 5 weeks. How's that going down in Israel?
Well, it depends who you're talking about, Imran. First of all, you have the Israeli army that has been saying it's been prepared for all scenarios. It has called up around 100,000 of reservists, that it was ready for most scenarios, including opening a front with Hezbollah, saying that they're even ready to head towards a ground invasion. And many would say this is something that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been wanting to do all along, by saying that he wants to continue cracking down on Hezbollah to make sure that the party disarms. But when you talk about the people, it all depends on how long this war lasts and how long they will stay in fortified areas and shelters. Because, for example, for now, in the northern areas in Israel, people spend around an hour inside these shelters. And if we compare that to the time during the last war with Iran in June, the time that was spent in shelters by Israelis is relatively much less than they are having to stay in these areas right now. That usually doesn't play well with the Israeli public. So it remains to be seen how much the Israeli and US strikes have managed to weaken Iranians' missile systems and making them more or less able to send rockets into Israel. And that would kind of dictate the next phase and how the Israeli public is going to react to this war.
Yo.
I know we only got a couple of minutes left, but I sent 2 videos off of my Instagram that will give everybody a nice little laugh break. So we can play those 2 after this.
Yeah, no problem.
That's Nida Ibrahim live for us there from Ramallah. I want to take you to live pictures now from Beirut. You can see them on your screen. There's a black plume of smoke rising. It's very difficult to see, but it is there. And actually now we're seeing fires taking place. Now that's the Dahya neighborhood in Beirut that is under attack. It's a part of southern Beirut. It's traditionally where Hezbollah have had their political leadership certainly based, but it's worth pointing out here that they haven't taken over that neighborhood. Hezbollah came from that neighborhood. They were part and fabric of that particular neighborhood. So strikes taking place right now in the southern suburbs of Beirut. That black plume of smoke rising into the night. Just moments ago, a missile landing, or at least a strike landing, where there was flames and explosion taking place. These are live pictures, as I say, from Beirut.
All right, then. All right, let's go ahead and go over to some, I guess, funny videos. Shout out to my man Gaming. Let me see here if I can get this to restart. I ain't signing in.
This is going to be the hardest conversation about.
Oh, not that one.
The Epstein.
There's another one.
It wasn't a failure. It was a successful containment event, and I want you to acknowledge that before we go anywhere, because there is not a list. There's a list implies that something went undiscovered. Right? Nothing important. Nothing important here is undiscovered. There is girls. There were flights. There were houses, settlements.
Ew.
I sent them on StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Wait, isn't this one of them?
No.
This is the one that you...
Conviction, there was everything.
What? All right. All right, then I got you. Hold on here. All right, let me go ahead and pull this one up real quick.
They're a little messed up, but I got a dark sense of humor.
They're attacking airports. They're attacking hotels. They're hitting not just military bases. They're attacking our embassies directly. They're attacking facilities that have nothing to do with war or with military. And that's a weakened Iran. That's an Iran despite years of sanction.
Exactly.
Imagine a year from now or a year and a half from now, the capabilities they would have to inflict damage on us.
Exactly.
It's an unacceptable risk.
Yes.
Especially in the hands of a regime that's run by radical clerics.
Yes.
The Ayatollah is a radical cleric. That entire regime is led by radical clerics who don't make geopolitical decisions. They make decisions on the basis of theology, their view of theology, which is an apocalyptic one. That has to be taken very seriously as well.
Damn, he calling it out.
The purpose for what this operation is all about. That's what it's focused on. As the president said earlier today, it is on or ahead of schedule. I will defer to the Department of War to discuss the progress being made at a tactical level. But it was the right decision and an important decision for the safety and security of the world. No.
No. Congress doesn't have to do shit.
There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believed they would be attacked.
All right, let's go to some clips here. So let's start with this one first. Because this clip was sent to me. I do want to figure out. I think Sid sent this one.
We may have casualties.
Oh, were you not gonna play my 2 Instagram?
Oh no, I got yours, but I'm waiting for it to pull up for some strange. No, oh here. Nope, never mind. Here it is. Got you. I got you. It was taking forever to pull up. But this,
yeah, gotta play it with the sound.
All right, hold on here.
You're next, buddy. Sorry, Larry was caught using fentanyl.
Brutal.
You're next, buddy.
Well, that's brutal.
Made his own boy watch. It's crazy.
All right,
and then that other one with the propane.
And we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
I don't know if this is technically a war. We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
This isn't a war. We haven't declared war.
The Secretary of Defense, who calls himself the Secretary of War, said today this is a war.
We set the terms of this war from start to finish.
Nobody should classify this as war. It is combat operations.
War is hell and always will be.
Strategic strikes are not war.
And we may have.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the most embarrassing moments in the Republican Party is where Trump says it's war, Hicks says it's a war, but everybody else is like, no, this is not war. Don't say it's a war.
You know what? You know what, Set? Fuck it. It's a war. You happy?
No,
it's not a war because Congress never declared it a war. Only Congress has the authority to call it a war. Know your place.
Exactly.
Basically. And that's why they're trying to hold on strong and say, what you mean? Congress ain't say it was a war, so no, it's not a war. I'm like, all right, okay.
I mean, a declaration. So here we go with international law again. Fucking dumbass shit. Yes. So a declaration of war has different implications, which shores up different funding. The real reason Congress must declare war because Congress is also the party that taxes and collects revenue for said war. That's the reason in the Constitution, you can ask any constitutional fucking scholar that fucking Congress has the authority to declare war because they're the fucking ones that have to pay for it. Anyway, as acting as the commander-in-chief, you can wage war because you're the commander-in-chief of the Army and the Navy. The Army has one mission to carry out fucking operations at the behest of the fucking commander-in-chief. Historically and constitutionally, that all of this shit that's happened over the past fucking 50 years since fucking we got into war with fucking Japan and fucking Germany, every single one of these bitches have been fucking wars. However, the colloquialism of war is different than the legal definition of war. It's fucking it's same but different.
All right, let's get into the next one real quick.
Our president will start a war with Iran because there's absolutely no ability to negotiate. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. This was our last best chance to strike. We more and more are not wanting to be the policeman of the world. An Iranian regime armed with long-range missiles and nuclear.
Man, just take me back to 2018, 2019 Trump at this point. But shout out to my man Big Wave Dave. He says, did you see the video of different Iranians basically telling liberals they don't know ish? Yeah, I actually did see that because there were literally some liberals who were just like Maduro. They were like, we support the Ayatollah in Iran. I'm like, bro, what? Like I get no war with Iran, but we don't support the Ayatollah.
Bro, like there is straight up, if you go to Twitter under some of these posts,
they have the Iranian flag in their fucking bio now.
Yeah, they have the Iranian flag in their bio, and they're straight up arguing with the Iranians on why America getting involved in something they explicitly asked America to get involved in is a bad thing. And how they're free. This one chick, I wish I could find her again. She must have deleted the comment. She goes, "The Ayatollah Khomeini was the best thing that ever happened to you."
Oh my god.
bro.
No, that's funny.
I was taken aback. I was actually
depending on who you are, that might be true.
Seth, here's my take on it. I am against war all the way up until the point where we fucking start doing war shit.
Man. But
go
ahead.
I said I think I've been pretty fucking consistent on that. I am against war all the way up until the point where the fucking first round is fired, and then you're not going to see me break from this fucking position until our objectives are met.
Mm-hmm. All right, respect. I gotta respect that one. Shout out Daniel Castro. He says, "War, not a war." Hence the capital letter. LOL. Oh wow. Okay,
bro. It's okay. You know what?
That's the biggest gaslighting statement ever.
No, that makes the most sense though.
But it's hilarious though. Can you back? Come on, that's kind of like gaslighting.
Bro, the capital W in war is put in there when it says Congress must declare war. It's war as a proper noun. You know what?
You got a point, Castro, but bro,
it's a point, but it's an uncomfortable point.
I don't like that point, but it's true.
All right, shout out to the lunatic libertarian. All centralized systems are failed. Hey man, shout out to the supporters and
his fucking credit card's not failed.
I'm crying. He said the credit card never fails, Monty.
Nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. She would get us into World War III. They're drafting you to go and fight in some country that I've never heard. We may have casualties. That often happens in war. Sadly, there will likely be more.
Dr. West, this
is... Bro, I swear to God, bro, left-wing media is going to have their day with us at this point.
Some of you may die, but that is a risk I am prepared to make.
Man.
Willing to make.
That is a risk I'm willing to make.
But all right. Let's get over. No, actually, let's react to some Asmongold. Osman or Asman.
Asmongold.
Asmongold.
What? Let's say it louder for the fucking people in the back. I am against war. I am against war until we start war.
All right, let's get into it.
We had a jet shot down, and apparently it was like a Kuwait-friendly fire. I don't know exactly like why this happened or what the reason was, but apparently they massively fucked up, and somebody had their 3 of them got shot down. Was all 3 of them friendly fire? There's no way that I know one of them was shot down by friendly fire, but I have no idea. This is one of the most humiliating defeats the United States has ever suffered. Wait, what? What is this person even
I want to make a point here.
Hold on now. This is a bit wrong because, bro, it was a friendly fire. AKA, nobody ain't shoot down nothing of ours besides us.
I just want to make a point. I want you to realize you're seeing it in action. Everything I said about our capabilities in action right now. I said we're not going to take fucking huge losses. We're going to wipe the fucking floor with anybody we go against. Up until the point that the only way we can get our jets out of the sky is if we accidentally shoot them down ourselves.
Damn.
Like, come on, let that sink in. We're talking about 900. We're talking about 900 to 1,500 targets individually that have been destroyed, fucking in a matter of 36 hours. And the fucking worst we had was 6 guys died. Rest their fucking soul. They're fucking heroes. And 3 jets accidentally get shot down by ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
On the terms of KD, we're doing pretty fucking good.
See, those jets wouldn't have got shot down by each other if they were wearing their freaking safety belt.
Their safety belt. They were wearing their safety. Bro, Seth, I know you don't get it. I know. Oh my god. Should we let him in on the joke?
No, because then we'd be spoiling it for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get back to it, guys.
What? What do you mean? Who is this guy talking about? Oh my God. 3, yeah, it was all friendly fire.
Damn.
What?
That's not good.
What is this? Photos of the crew down by the F-13 jet. Iran air defense. Oh, this is by Jackson Hinkle. F-15 fighter jet pilot who was down over Kuwait moments ago in a friendly fire accident is alive. He ejected and is now being taken care of by a group of Kuwaitis. Okay, that's good. Are you fine? New video shows a Kuwaiti man running up to an American fighter pilot after her fighter jet had been shot down by Kuwaiti air defense systems.
The Kuwaiti people.
Fire incident.
Yes. The Kuwaiti people.
Mm-hmm.
The Kuwaiti people fucking love Americans. My mom